Oh, there we go. How we going, fellas? Welcome back to the review. Friday night. Dolphins in the Storm. What a game, man. Sorry for the delay too, guys. I just got caught up with something, so my apologies about the slight delay, but this is going to be a pretty quick, rapid review. We're not going to be here for too long tonight. We just want to sort of go over the game quickly and get over and done with. But gee whiz, man. Storm 30, Dolphins 24. Really good game of footy tonight. Really enjoyed it. Both teams had a few players out for State of Origin. Dolphins obviously didn't have the hammer, didn't have Felice Kafusi. And for the Storm, obviously didn't have Harry Grant, and obviously Munster still not playing due to injury. But this was a hell of a game, man. Really was. Really was a hell of a game. It looked like Melbourne were going to run away with it in that second half, but they sort of just stayed in it, didn't they? They sort of just kept fighting, and the Dolphins stayed in the contest. It looked like Melbourne were going to run away with it at 30-18, but they just, I don't know. Dolphins sort of just hanged in tight and ended up going down to the wire in the end. I think the decision to go for two after, like, obviously it was 30-22, and then there was like 5 to go, and then they went for goal with 4 to go. I just thought, I understand it, get it back to a 6-point game and then try and score a 100-meter try, but fuck me, man. You might as well just go for the try. If you don't score, you don't score. You have more chance of scoring when you're down by 8 than you are down by 6, in my opinion. So, just one of those things. I guess it's a technical thing, if we can get it back to 6, maybe we could crack them. I probably would have just played on. I probably would have just tapped and played on. Just quickly, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We are getting very close to 3,000 subscribers, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel. If you're a Melbourne fan, you'd be happy about the win. If you're a Dolphins fan, obviously you'd be a little bit annoyed that you didn't win, but the Dolphins, I got a lot to be happy about, man. Like, they've got a really, really well-balanced team there, and they're building quite nicely. They've gone a lot better this year than everybody would have predicted. I know the only person that actually had Dolphins going this well was the great pro Enzo Vids. He's the only one. Everyone else, I think, has had him like between 7 and 12. I think I had him in the bottom 4. Big regret. Big mistake. Wish I had Dolphins higher than bottom 4. They're going to be, in my opinion, in the top 8. They will play finals. I'm pretty confident now in saying that they'll make the 8. Like, I think they've been tested against a couple of the top teams now. Obviously, they beat Cronulla down there in Cronulla last week, which was a great effort. And then pushing Melbourne tonight just to lose by a try. Good effort. Good effort. They haven't played Penrith yet, so we'll see how they go against them. We'll see how they go against another contender in the top 8, like the Roosters, and teams that are in the 8 at the moment, like the Bulldogs and whatever, but Broncos as well, I suppose. Guess we'll have to wait and see how they go against them. Now, the try scorers from the game, I'm going to try and remember everyone. I don't have anything written down, so I'm just going to go over go over all the tries. So, Melbourne tries to Pappenhausen, Warbrick, Hughes. Who else fucking scored? Kenny Brom. Oh no, hang on. It's old days. Kenny Bromwich. Hang on. Hughes. Fuck, who else scored? Jerome Hughes, Pappenhausen, Warbrick. Trying to remember the others, guys. You guys can help me in the chat if you want. I'm trying to remember the other Storm try scorers. Josh King. Josh King went over. And there was one more. If I can remember off the top of my head who the other try scorer was, that would be great. Josh King, Pappenhausen. I'm sure I'll remember it in a moment. Someone in the live chat will let me know. I already said Will Warbrick. Anyway, we'll get back to it later. And for the Dolphins, tries to Felice Kafusi, Trey Fuller, Jermaine Asako, Connolly Lemu, And who else scored? Oh, God. This is why you should write this shit down before you go live. But anyway. No, Nick Meaney didn't score. Jeffrey, Nick Meaney didn't score tonight. Not that I remember anyway. Speaking of Connolly, oh no, Lemmy didn't fucking score, did he? No, he got denied. Yeah, look, let's actually talk about that for a moment. The Connolly Lemmy no try. Tough one. Thought that was a really tough call. At that point of the game, it was what, a 12-point game, and then obviously they were denied that try. It would have been a 6-point game. It was a tough one. Oh, Ewan Aiken was the other one. Thank you for that. Oh, fucking, that's right. You scored in the corner, didn't he? Yeah, that Connolly Lemmy no try was a really tough call. Now, Melbourne were probably the better team and they deserved the win, but gee whiz, they had a few things go their way, as they fucking usually do. They get the referees in their pocket. They get a lot of the 50-50 calls go their way. It happens all the time. Not that I'm going to complain about it anymore, because it's just a typical thing with the Melbourne Storm. You verse the Melbourne Storm and you're always up against it. You always are. And look, I'm not trying to hate on the Melbourne Storm here, but how many times over the last 10 to 12 years have Melbourne got away with the dodgy calls? It's too common, man. Too common. Look, the Dolphins, they were due for a loss. They were due for a loss, and it just had to be tonight, unfortunately for them. Porky in the chat says the bunker and Liam Kennedy were terrible, unfair decisions because there was one play where a Storm player put his hand on Max Platt to force a penalty for obstruction. Yes, and I think there was one where Melbourne even challenged the fucking obstruction with the captain's challenge, which didn't make any sense at all. The captain's challenge. Since when could you challenge an obstruction? When was that ever? When was that even? Could you even do that? Didn't even know you could do that. What is the total match tries? Gee, there was quite a few. What was it? Fucking, I think there was 9 tries, 5-4. Joe, I'm pretty sure it was 5. I think it was. Pretty sure it was 9 tries, bro. I'm pretty sure. Now, let's talk about the Tavita Pangai Jr. hit. Well, welcome back, Tavita Pangai Jr. First game back in since he left the Bulldogs last year. What about that hit? Now, I know he was offside and it was going to be a penalty either way, but Paul Trent Liero, would be having nightmares. That was a fantastic shot from Pangai Jr. I know it was a penalty and it was offside, whatever, but good to see a really good hit, not go horribly wrong, aka Joseph Suoliti. But look, great game of footy. Thought the refereeing was a little bit off. If you guys know me, I've been defending the referees a lot this season. I think they've been pretty good for the most part. But I thought tonight there were some decisions that I just disagree with, and thought there were some really tough calls in that game. So I'm not going to say Dolphins were robbed or anything like that. I just thought they had a few 50-50s go against them. But good game of footy. Thoroughly enjoyed it for the most part. And the Storm get the win 30-24, and they stay on top of the ladder. Anyway, my player of the game, guys. Look, there's a few guys you can name here, but I'm gonna go Jerome Hughes, player of the game. Thought he was probably my player of the game. I thought he was outstanding. Jerome Hughes, kicking game was really good. Ran the ball really well, and he looked really good in my opinion. So yeah, Jerome Hughes, player of the game. A couple of honourable mentions though. I thought Nick Meaney had a really good game in the centres. Thought Wishart at 5'8" looked really good. Pappenhausen had a good game in his return. Good to see Pappenhausen back. And for the Dolphins, look, obviously Trey Fuller played really well. They did lose Bostock early, and Farnworth had to go into the wing, and he obviously was uncomfortable out there. And then he moved back to right centre with 15, 20 minutes to go. So, bit of a reshuffle there with you and Aiken going into the centres and whatnot. But just one of those games. Dolphins had a few dramas. But look, Fuller was good. I thought Nicarima was really poor tonight. He definitely didn't have his best game. Thought Mark Nichols and Ray Stone was just outstanding. Kenny Bromwich had a good game. Just good game of footy, man. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the quick review. Jerome Hughes, my player of the game. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Saturday football review. All 3 games of Super Saturday will be live tomorrow night for the review on that one. See you.